Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing this morning? It is another hot, I do mean hot, Monday morning here in Georgia. Woo! Watched the weather this morning, and I'm going to plan a lot of indoor stuff this week, I think. Worked outside a little bit. Not really that long, maybe a couple hours. And I even waited until the little spot where I was going to be working was in the shade. But tell you what, when I got done, I was spent. But can't take the heat like I used to. Let's see who we got hanging out with us this morning. We have Big D's in the house. 71 headed to 82 in beautiful Brooklyn, Michigan. Thumbs up, Dave, and another very cool video. Okay, thank you. Larry Galt. After today, we are in a cooling trend, low 90s. I guess that would be cool compared to 100. Troy Pritchard's here this morning. How you doing, Troy? Good to see you. Paul Stewart's in the house. Good morning, sir. Stephen Toronto. How you doing, Stephen? Good to see you. Earl Walker. 72 going to 84. Thumbs up. Thank you, Earl. We got a few of them going over there. Let's see here. Jesse from JJ Woodshop. Well, wait a minute. He's in Omaha, Nebraska, temporarily. All right. Safe travels there, Jesse. Steve Gronsky, marvelous Monday. He says, why you ask? Because we woke up. Yeah, got a point there. Got a point there. You know, it's like they say, you know, everybody that died yesterday had plans for today. So just thankful to be here. There's Janet. How you doing, Janet? Always the first one on Facebook. You notice that? Appreciate you, Janet. Christina Pritchard's here, as well as Kevin Ells, Michael Bell. He's in Nevada, Texas. Okay. There's Rusty Meadows, or Russ Meadows, or whatever he wants to be called these days. Good morning, sir. Neil Cochran's in the house. Good Monday morning coffee crew, he said. Jim Santacola. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful, glorious day. And by the way, Jim, I got your email, and I will. I'll send you a message here in a little bit. I'd be happy to do that for you. It'll be Sharp, who's in the house. Yeah, Jesse's a long way from home, isn't he? We're in Nebraska. Long way. There's my favorite solar guy right there. How you doing, Ryan? I saw your picture you posted on there. Something about a rabbit hole. Uh-oh. What's that all about? Let's see here. Bill Hoffman's over there on Facebook. How you doing, Bill? Lots of storm and rain last night and heat to boot. Yeah. Can't get away from that heat. Art Bixel's here this morning. Good morning, everybody. It is a good fence building weather here in the Pacific Northwest, not Mark Lindsay weather, however. Okay. Here's Jay Fabrications. He just finished putting out a cool video. He showed the ins and outs, or most of the ins and outs, I guess, on his controller and his wiring setup. Very good video, Johnny. Well done, sir. Let's see here. About caught up here. Keith Stanford. Morning all from a warm and muggy New Hampshire. Yeah. There's Dixon Hoffman. How you doing, Dixon? Good to see you here. Yeah, it's I watched the weather this morning, and it's not just us, it's everybody pretty much that's getting a lot of high temperatures and high humidity. And it is that's my security team checks out the perimeter. I don't see a thing out there. Anyway, yeah, I worked out there a couple hours yesterday, and I pretty much got done what I wanted to do, but I probably could have worked a little bit longer and fine-tuned it a little bit more. And I thought, nah, I'll wait and do that when it's a little cooler. I mean, I was drenched. Just, uh-oh. Neil says, am I using different audio equipment? Well, you know, I've been playing around with some stuff, and let me check, because maybe I have screwed up my there. Now, does it sound different or sound better, Neil? I'm glad you pointed that out, because I would have sat here and done the whole thing thinking I'm talking into this. And what it was, it had reverted back to the mic that's in the webcam. And we all know those don't sound near as good as these things. So let me know. Okay. Yeah. Let me double check it again real quick. Make sure it's. Yeah, it's showing this one now. Somehow it got switched, and I probably did it and forgot to switch it back or something, because I was playing around with some different things yesterday, and I probably mucked it up, you know. Janet says I'm supposed to pet Rocky. Okay, I will reach down and pet him. He done sat down right here. Poor old fella, man. You talk about heat being rough. Oh, Rocky, it's rough on him. And Jack, of course, he's fat and, you know, almost solid black. So when he goes out, and he always sits in the sun. He's not the brightest bulb on the tree. He always sits right in the sun instead of trying to find the shade where it might be, 10 degrees cooler. But yeah, somebody has a good ear. I guess Neil does, or Troy does. But yeah, I'm glad. Anytime I'm on here and you see something sounds weird, let me know so I can fix it instead of doing the whole show with it all wonky. But yeah, that little mic there. I mean, I love that. I got the webcam that I use is a Logitech C920. Bought it, I don't know, a couple years ago, I guess. And it's really good for, for the video part, but not so much for the microphone part. And sometimes I wonder why they even put built-in mics in there, because they always they're only slightly better than the built-in one that comes in a laptop, because usually those are just the video, and the audio is pretty horrendous on those, or at least the ones I've had. Dixon says, Dave, on your last video, it looked like you had to use a special high temp laminate to get the ink to print on your MDF piece. Is that right? Well, on the very last video, which you may not have seen yet, I did one where I'm putting the same picture, and I don't have them in here, or I'd show you, where I'm putting the same picture on plywood, and I did a comparison where I used the laminate film on one and just did the plain plywood on the other one without anything, just using the, the sublimation paper. And you can sublimate on the plain wood, but it's a real light, dull, if you're going for that look, it's great. But if you want it more glossy and where the colors pop out good, then the film works better. And it's not really, I don't know that it's, if you'd call it a special high-tech laminate, it's just rolls of laminate film that people use in a laminator. But I just cut a piece. And I think the video you're talking about, Dixon, is this one here. And you can see how, and this one, this one doesn't have any colors popping out at you, because this one is all, every picture on here is over 60 years old. These are all black and white photos, but you can tell that it's slick, it's glossy looking, and the sublimation works well on that film. So, okay, Janet says he was standing and waiting until he what? Yeah, he's not, Rocky's not going to stand long. He might stand here a second. He's like, well, he's not going to pet me. Let me go ahead and lay down. But yeah, he's laying right here. Jack, I opened up the front door before I came in here, so I'm sure Jack is manning the lookout post right there. But yeah, thank you, Dixon. It's I'm having a ball playing around with different things. And of course, you might know this about me, but I'm kind of a CNC guy too. I didn't know if you knew that, but I can use my CNC. This is just 1/4-inch MDF, but I use the CNC to cut out these different shapes of states. So I'm trying to combine the CNC stuff with this other stuff and be able to make lots of different things, because most of the things, when you watch YouTube videos and you're watching people that do dye sublimation and vinyl cutting and all that stuff, they're all into that, but they don't have a CNC. So any little sign thing they make or whatever, they're buying it, buying the blank from somebody that has a CNC or a company that has one. So, but I'm fortunate because I can cut whatever I want on the CNC and then, either V-carve it or do the dye sublimation or whatever. So, but I'm having a lot of fun with that stuff. And this time 3 months ago, I guess I didn't know much of anything. I'd almost bought all this stuff a couple of years ago. And, I went through the binge watching on, I call it YouTube University, where you just watch all these videos. You'll search vinyl cutters and watch all the videos on that, and then heat press and watch all the videos on that and all that kind of stuff. But, for some reason I didn't do it a couple of years ago. I thought, I don't know if I want to do that or not. So I didn't get it, but, I'm trying to think. I bought my vinyl cutter, I think it was sometime in May. So I've only had that. I bought the vinyl cutter, and then right after that I bought the heat press, because you need that to do t-shirts and stuff. And then I wasn't even going to get into the sublimation, but then when I started seeing some videos on that, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get one of those too. So, and as I explained in my one of those videos I did, I bought on the recommendation of Hobby, because he bought the exact same printer and had good luck with it. So that's all I needed to know. So I bought the Epson ET, which stands for extended tank or something. It's the ones where it's got the bigger tanks for the ink, and you fill those up instead of using little cartridges. So I ordered the ET 2760, and then when it came, I opened it up, and of course it has bottles of ink that are inkjet. And so what I did is I've got those in this drawer here somewhere, and set them aside quick so I wouldn't get them mixed up and put the wrong ones in there. And then I ordered some sublimation ink and started out with that printer brand new and put sublimation ink. And there are some people that I watch YouTube videos where they take an inkjet printer and they try to flush out the inkjet stuff and then fill it up with sublimation ink. And that works, but it takes a lot longer because they got to get all that old ink out. Well, I didn't want to do that, so I just bought a new printer and started out fresh with the sublimation ink, and it's working fantastic. I love doing that. Made Dixon, if you didn't know, I make these mugs for the coffee sessions. Did that in a mug press. Dixon says, I tried to purchase that printer, but Amazon was all out. It's well, of course, I can't really say because I can't use any, I haven't used any other ones for sublimation ink. But I would say if you can get that one, it's super nice. I also used it when I was doing this thing. I had all these old black and white photographs, and it has the scanning thing on top of it. So I used it to scan these as well to get them in digital format so that I could then put them on there. But yeah, it's a really good printer. Now there's other good ones out there too, but if you can get one of those, you'd be really happy with it, I'm sure. So, and I guess I should ask you, Dixon, since you're wanting one of those print, are you wanting it for doing dye sublimation? Is that what you're wanting to do? Or do you already do dye sublimation? I don't know. Eco tank. Thank you, Russ. I knew extended tank didn't sound exactly right. Yeah, eco tank. It just means you get bottles of ink and you squeeze it and fill up the tank, as opposed to putting the little high-dollar cartridges in there that don't seem to last very long, like the one on this HP I have over here. So, hey, Wild Bill Larson says he's got a new guitar ordered. Life is good. I guess so. Didn't you just get a new one? Didn't you? I thought you just got a new Gibson or something, didn't you? I mean, that's okay. You can't have too many guitars. I mean, look at me. I got them sitting all around here and I don't even play them. But yeah, one thing may try to do, I've been putting it off and I thought, I don't want to do it because everybody else is doing it. But now it looks like this COVID mask thing is going to be with us at least until November 4th. So, and they've added now Publix, which is one of the places I go, Lowe's, and Home Depot. All three of those companies have now decided they're going to get on the bandwagon, and you can't come into their store unless you're wearing a mask. So I thought, well, if I'm going to have to break down and put a mask on to go spend my money in their store, I should at least look stylish. So I've ordered some blank masks that you can sublimate your own custom stuff on. I only ordered, a few of them. But I got a plan because I think I know how that I can maybe make this work to my advantage at Home Depot. Because, I'm always griping about when you go to Home Depot, the employees ignore you like the plague anyway because they don't want to help you lift anything. So I figure I'll wear the mask, walk in the store, and then when I get over there to the plywood, I'll just pull the mask off. And then when one of their employees comes up and says, "Excuse me, sir, you're supposed to be wearing your mask," I'll put it back on and go, "Yeah, well, while you're here, help me load this plywood." And see, I'll trick them into helping me load. Because usually if they see you over there struggling, trying to load that plywood, they just kind of look the other way and walk off. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, if anybody wants a cool mask, tell me what you want on and I can make you one. I'm not going to get into that too big. I just bought a handful of them. Because like I said, it looks like they're getting to where you're not going to be able to go anywhere without somebody saying you can't go in their store. But and everywhere else I could probably avoid, but I have to get plywood because of the Gatton CNC. So I'll make an exception for that, I guess. But man, every time I get on here, I always seem to get an email from All American Clothing Company. It's like they know that I talk about them or something. Because here it is. Select t-shirts, $10. Promo code T for 10, TEE, number 4, TEN. And they do have good t-shirts. And of course, the good thing about their t-shirts is they're made in the USA. But they're, yeah, it looks like they got all their kinds of different colors there, at least in that picture. Good for them. So there you go. Hashtag not sponsored. Go to All American Clothing Company and get, Johnny says he could use a JFab mask. Well, yeah, let me know. Send me a thing. It's going to be probably a few days before I even get them in. But yeah, get one as a souvenir. That's what I figure. I can at least make one and have it hanging around to remind me. Well, who knows? We may need to wear them again next year the way this thing's going. But we'll see. How much for 3 large coffee mugs with my Mad Rabbit logo in 1 large coffee sessions mug? Well, Bill, I have the coffee sessions mug on there, and that all of them would be the same price. Now, if you send me your logo, assuming it's the artwork is where I don't have to spend any time doing anything to it other than putting it on there, it'd be the same price as the coffee sessions mug. So Bart says he just received the same email from All American Clothing Company. Well, apparently you've probably been on their website snooping around. Now will forever and ever and ever get those emails. I get stuff all the time from, it's like every day you can expect one of those. Tractor Supply, because I'm in their little, whatever that little club thing is. I get emails from them every day. So make a Lowe's mask and wear it to Home Depot. That's a brilliant idea, Jesse. That's a brilliant idea. They might be coming to me and say, "Excuse me, sir, you're going to have to take that off." I don't know. I'll have to try that. And if I got a Lowe's, I'll put a Home Depot one on. There you go. Now we're talking. Or maybe I should just make a Home Depot mask, go to Home Depot, and when I check out, say, yeah, make sure you ring up my employee discount. Today's my day off, but I need some plywood. Wonder if that would work. Who knows? The cool thing is, I'm not a fan of masks. I've made no secret of that. But the cool thing is, I figure now I can kind of cuss people out under my breath, and they can't see me if I'm That's, yeah, as the Home Depot guy walks past me and won't help, I can go, "Hey, you freaking lazy ass." But oh well. We'll see. Last day, select teas. Yep. Yeah, they've been running that for a while. And they'll have something else on sale tomorrow. But it's good stuff. You know, I'm wearing their pants right now. I tell you, I wear their pants every day. Even pay extra to get that USA leather thing sewed on there. Who would have thought that you couldn't go into a bank without a mask? Yeah. Yeah, that's Jim's got the right idea. Make a reversible mask, Lowe's on one side, Home Depot on the other. Yeah. Well, you know, the masks, they're coming in because I look for them on Amazon. You know me, I love Amazon because I can get stuff a couple of days. But I found the best price for them from another place, and I ordered, and I don't even know. You know, I might get them that stupid things don't fit because I don't know how they size masks. But I got 12. Well, I bought them in things of 6. I bought 6 medium that are white with black trim, which means the little black things that go around the ears are black. And then I bought 6 that are white with white trim that are medium. And then I bought the same thing with large. And I don't know how, how do you know what size mask to buy? I don't know what size my face is. So we'll find out. But one place I went, the mediums were sold out and they had all the other sizes. So I'm figuring that mediums must be the popular size. I figure small probably maybe work for a little petite woman or something, and then medium and large for everybody else. Dixon says, Dave, does your air conditioner keep up with your shop with the machines running? No, it does not. And the reason it doesn't is because I don't have an air conditioner in the shop. At least, well, I say shop, I'm talking about my garage because that's where my 2 biggest CNCs are. And I have a window because the garage is on the end of a house. So I keep the window open, and I have one of those oscillating fans that's mounted on the wall. I put it up high and on the wall, so it blows around. And then I have another floor fan. And I'm telling you, it gets hot out there. But if I'm out there running my machine, well, I shouldn't say it that. If my machine's running, I'm probably not out there. I usually fire up the machine and come in the house, do something else, and I watch it with security camera or I'm listening to the sound of the spindle as it goes. Hey, look who showed up here. Leanne Snuggs is here, but were they made in China? I don't know. These may not be because these are from a company that makes apparel for people that do sublimation and heat press stuff. So they may not be, but I don't know. Some have the nose thing and others don't. Yeah, these are just they're not the real. See, that's why I'm not a big fan of masks, because most of the people that I see out wear this type that I'm talking about, and they're not really doing anything. That's my opinion now. If you're a mask wearer, don't hate me, but I'm just saying I think they give everybody a false sense of security. But the thing now is, well, everybody's wearing one that's got some kind of thing on it. It's all a fashion statement now. So Anyway. All right, I heard my little bell go off, so I'm going to get out of here. Dixon, let me know. Check back with me and let me know if you end up getting one of those printers and what you're gonna. I don't know if you answered me a while ago on that other. I may have missed a response you put in here. Anyway, yeah, let me know about the printer if you get one, and if so, if you like it, which I almost would guarantee you will. All right, guys, it's time for me to get to work. It's Monday. Let's get this week kicked off right. Everybody, stay cool, man. Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. And we will see you all tomorrow for the 206th coffee session. That's right, 206 tomorrow. See y'all.